watch us play, all I seem to see in terms of a tactic and a philosophy, yeah, we do these overloads on the wings, yeah, and we cross the ball in now, yeah. But if we can't do that, it's like there's no plan B. So all we do is go down the wings, cross, inshallah, hope for the best. You get me?
Big Olivier
come in, or Tammy Abraham like trips up, you know. Like, no disrespect, like these men are good players, but in terms of elite, they're not, bruv. And Werner is just looking like a shell of a player that he was in the beginning of the season.
Man get gassed.
His old man just come out and said he's a top striker, but it depends what system he's playing in. Now, tell me that's not a dig at Frank. You told me.
No. That's just kind of cover up his boy. Like,
so you reckon he's a total fraud?
Not a total fraud, because he was tearing shit up
in
in Germany. So
there's a bit of truth in what the manager's saying.
No, maybe a touch. Yeah. I'm not saying Frank is a genius.
Yeah.
But a lot of man can do business in Germany.
Yeah.
It's not the same ball game when you come to the Prem. The same with Spain, same with Italy, same with Argentina. A lot of players don't adapt the same way.
You're right.
So if you look at Werner's highlight reel, he's looking like Aguero, bro. He's moving mad. Top corner, pow, like, you get me?
Yeah.
Mental, fast.
Yeah.
And then look at him for Chelsea.
Yeah.
You can't hit a barn door, bro. So it's not the same thing. And every player is not a player that has full confidence at all times. That's rare, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of men are confidence players. Most people are confidence players. It's a rare few where they inside they feel they're so Ibrahimovic and that.
Yeah.
If he's off form, is he just playing shit? He's not a confidence.
Yeah.
You get me?
He's always confident.
Yeah, like Cristiano don't lack confidence, bro.
Yeah.
Messi don't lack confidence. He's just having a shit game.
But you know when you look at someone,
Werner lacks confidence, bro.
No, he does. He does.
You
can look at him and just see.
And he lacks confidence because he's thinking raw. So I can't tear shit up like I tore shit up in Germany, bro.
But do you think that's it though? Because he's missing chances that a league's got nothing to do with it, bro. If the ball's on the line, if you're one on one with the keeper,
yeah, he's still getting the opportunity.
It don't matter what league you're in. You need to finish that.
100%. I mean, I just mean in terms of his all-round game, and that's obviously going to affect his confidence as well. If you're not just running things.
Yeah.
In terms of how you're playing.
At the beginning of the season, he was.
But you're right in terms of his fight. He's still getting opportunities. He's finding space.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking fast.
Yeah. It's just his finishing.
But his finishing is atrocious,
and he just looks like someone that can't play football. Like, in terms of,
it's mad.
If he's not in on goal or he ain't got no space, it's like his close control and ball retention is very, very bad.
So what did you spend on him?
I can't even remember anymore, man. I think it was like 35 or 40.
So did your scouts literally just watch the YouTube highlight, or did they watch the whole 90?
Bro, I think everyone wanted him. So it's not a case of just like Liverpool wanted him.
Yeah, but there's a lot of man.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we wanted him as well, but there's a lot of man like that.
You would have looked at Werner last year and thought, fuck it. If Pep says yeah, I'll back it and see what happens.
100.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But I say the same thing about Jorginho, and I'm so glad that he went to you.
Oh,
because it's just
underwhelming,
fam. Underwhelming, bro.
But I think that is a prime example of what you said. Someone that can't hack the league. I think it's the league. I think he can play ball like in Syria.
And it doesn't even mean
do his thing.
Yeah, that doesn't even mean that necessarily that every player on the English team is better than every player in the other league. It doesn't mean that. The game, the intensity, the speed, the physicality is different, bro.
Yeah.
The refs, it's different, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%.
The fucking fans, the crowd, everything's different, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Everything's different.
Especially
if you're a young you and you're in your little comfort zone and then you come England.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, it's England. It's tea and coffee and scones and that. It's big bad England, but you're gonna get header abuse.
Yeah, we're vicious still. We are vicious. We're kind of
presses onto you.
They're waiting for a chance.
Like,
to get
it's a joke, bro.
Waiting.
And now,
we don't help.
What you got on top of that now?
Even the fans.
In the 90s, Twitter's onto you after 5 minutes of your debut. You didn't even play the whole game yet, man. Onto you. He's shit. He's a fraud.
Yeah.
Bro, I just came on. Like, let me score. That's how bad it is now. So the pressure is mental, bro.
Just came on.
The pressure's mental, fam. So Werner looks like he can't really deal with that right now.
It's crazy,
but
man.
still, it's early days, and he still might come good. It's not even been a year.
But you also remember, and this ain't an excuse for Werner, just to add into the factor of adapting. This whole Corona no fans thing is
don't help.
new.
It don't help.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like who can play in that? That's a whole different atmosphere.
You can put down Havertz and all them guys that have kind of underwhelmed.
You know what I'm saying? It's just an unfortunate timing for them, man.
Certain man still turn up in the pandemic, so
that leads me.
Grealish weren't bothered about the pandemic, bro. He upped his game.
Grealish is special. Grealish is special.
So Foden upped his game.
So do you reckon the other way around, these man will go to Serie A and just tear it up? Like if you sent,
you know why it's a hard one?
Foden and it's the other way around.
Do you know why it's
do
a
they
hard
go
one?
Serie A and just, or La Liga and just fuck it up? Because I don't think they do.
You know why it's a hard one?
Go on.
Because number one, no, I don't think they do. Number two, it's rare. It doesn't happen a lot. Ramsey went Juventus. Like back in the day,
And he ain't doing
couple
shit
man used
over
to
there.
go Real Madrid if they were real ballers. But man don't really go to the in between teams.
Yeah. That's
you know what I mean. A man don't really got like what's his name, Trippy Red. Went to Atletico. Yeah, man don't generally just go from a mid table or a top 6 English team if they're English. But remember and just go to a top 6 Spanish team. They either go Real Madrid if they're a baller like a Bale, or they don't really go there. They don't really go Spain for no reason, innit? It's rare, put it that way. Or Italy. Ashley Young just went to Inter. They don't happen every day.
It's becoming a bit more, not common, but people are doing it.
Yeah, but not the same way that niggas come England all the time.
Not at
Anyone
all.
will come Prem.
Not at all.
So it's easier to judge that.
Kids now that go abroad, it's more just for the opportunity.
Yeah,
they're not chasing the bag.
Yeah,
it's like they can't break into the team they're at.
Let me go get some experience.
Let me go abroad and try bust over there. But no, it's interesting to say that. I think it's just football's in different environments and the fans is a different environment as well. But you saying
England is the hotbed.
Saying that everyone's saying Mount's turning up. You know, like I'm not his biggest critic, but at the same time, I'm
Mount's
not
a
his
baller.
biggest.
But this was something I see on Twitter because some donut on TalkSport said that he's taking Mason Mount and Maddison over Grealish, and
Mason Mount over Grealish.
And
this is what I mean, though.
And he was talking to Agbonlahor.
This is what I mean, bro.
Agbonlahor asked him, "Is he serious?" About 5 times, bro. But he insisted he was. Anyway, so then the debate came of in the comments came to be Foden, Grealish, Maddison, Mount.
Yeah,
it became a thing. You know how Twitter goes.
Yeah.
And
that's crazy.
What's your 4 on that? Before I even speak, what's your 4 on that out of them 4?
What's my 4?
Yeah,
I had 3 of them. So you're saying what Mason
out of them
Mount?
4? What are you ranking them?
What are the 4 again though?
Mount, Foden, Maddison, Grealish.
What's my ranking? Grealish, number 1. Number 2, Foden. Number 3. What's the other 2 again? Madison, definitely over Mount, and Mount's number 4.
Right. So
I'm a Chelsea fan.
That's what you call common sense.
Real.
That's the truth.
That's the real, bro.
Yeah? That's the truth. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I had to make a separate list to say, in the future, when they've all peaked and primed, who will be the most prestigious? And that, in my opinion, is Phil, because Phil's only 20. Grealish is a big 26-year-old youth. So in 6 years, do you know how mad Phil Foden's going to be?
No, that's a fact.
So I think in the future, Phil will be the best out of them. But right now,
what logic are you using for that? Because a lot of people...
How much work he's mashing now at his age.
Nowadays in football, I feel like...
Bro, do you know Foden's winning games for
early.
Bro, Foden's...
How many... Apart from Rooney, Rooney is an exceptional and he's an exception to this rule.
Always.
But usually people hit their ceiling early when they make... Like Wilshere, perfect example. He hit his ceiling and did his career flourish the way you thought that.
I think he's an exception because he's most injury prone.
Yeah, you can throw that in there. You can throw that in there. But I think generally, a lot of people don't reach their potential.
Bro, I think that Phil's...
No, not saying he won't.
What Phil's doing already shows me that he's going to reach his potential, bro.
I hope so.
He's nearly got 100 appearances.
He's got a higher ceiling than...
Bro, he's nearly got 100 appearances for Man City.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
And he's 20.
He's crazy. He's not doing what Grealish is doing. But I never knew Grealish was that old, 26.
I think he's 26, yeah. Don't quote me, but I think he's 26. So by the time Phil is, he'll be better. But right now, which is what man we're talking about, I just took it left.
Yeah.
That way. Yeah, you're right. Grealish, Foden, Maddison, Mount. They're all ballers.
I'll
there's
be honest,
no way Mason Mount is better than them.
He shouldn't be in a discussion.
I agree. And he's a baller, but I agree. People are crazy, bro. It must all be Chelsea fans, but
I don't. I see what they see, and what I see is a consistent, sustainable.
Bro, he's a good player, bro, and he's young.
But that's what he is—a good player.
Yeah. But
do you see?
Grealish is a game changer.
Do you see any level above what Mason Mount's play? Like, what more can Mason Mount give us? No. What can he improve on?
Everything, but no, I don't think he's necessarily going to. Yeah, I don't think it's in the locker.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I think he's just a good young player.
He's at his ceiling already for me.
Young player, yeah. Similarly to Maddison. Maddison's better, but I think Maddison's more or less at his ceiling. I don't think Maddison's going to turn into Gerrard or Beckham.
Yeah, but Maddison already is so much better than Mason Mount already.
Definitely. But I think he's sick at what he is. but I don't think you're going to get that much more out of Maddison in terms of development.
Think so. Grealish, he's not really athletic. He's technical already.
He's just sick at what he does.
Yeah, I think he's
technical. And if you ask me, his levels maybe at Spurs. Like he needs a move. I think he needs a Spurs.
Listen, I'm not gonna.
Even at Arsenal. Could you see Maddison at Arsenal? Because I could. Like a Ramsey.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see that.
I can see it. I can see him at Tottenham as well.
Yeah,
more so.
He plays ball.
I can't see him at Chelsea.
That's what I think his level. That's what I think his level is. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be at a City or Real Madrid.
Can't see him at Man United.
But Grealish,
maybe a Man United.
Where Grealish can go in terms of development, he's anywhere a nutcase. He runs around the pitch. He could go anywhere.
He can go anywhere.
His game could develop so much more because he's a unique talent.
All it comes down to is if he passes his next test, which will be when he goes to a next club.
Yeah, he needs to hurry up about it though.
Yeah, he's 26.
But he will.
If he's 26, he's a baller. Hurry up.
He's a baller. I don't know why it took him to be 26 to be this
Talking of young players, he's a
baller.
Did you? What do you think of Saka?
Baller.
Rose Smith.
Baller. I knew Saka was a baller because anytime he played Arsenal recently, they always had a bag of young youths, and he always used to just tear up the wing. Yeah. I thought he was a left back or a right back at first because he was always down the wing.
Yeah.
And he was always giving us trouble, bro. We might have been winning 4-0, yeah, and he was the only one that was running and trying to still whip a ball in.
He's cold.
And I was like, nah, he's cold. And then same thing with Smith Rowe. We was beating Arsenal.
Yeah.
Can't remember what game it was, if it was the league or cup. And then we was beating Arsenal. Game was done.
Yeah.
He come on. The only one that's still trying to bend man up, play through. I was like, the only players that asserting themselves when we're already winning is the youths. So that I always picked out them two. Only Smith Rowe from recently, but Saka from last year when we first played Arsenal, and I was like, he's lively. But I didn't know he was going to be developed this fast. Put it that way.
He was at Saka.
Yeah. I just thought he was a talent, like a prospect.
Yeah, but now you're starting to see it's consistent.
When you're playing with the big men in the big league, and you're not shying away.
That's just.
No, not carrying.
But like, he's one of their better players.
When you're playing against big men, bruv, and you're not shying away, you're like, he's confident.
Very confident.
Like, so I rate Saka.
And he's got end product, man. I think he's got it all, man. And I like this Smith Rowe guy a lot as well.
Smith Rowe, he's a baller.
I can't lie. I think he's like in my head.
They call him the Croydon De Bruyne, innit?
Yeah. It's a perfect name for him.
The game, no, calm down.
No, it's a perfect name for him.
He's a baller. How old is he?
I don't know how old he is.
He's a baller.
But I've seen him play
another one,
maybe 2 or 3 times.
Phased,
and this might come back to haunt me, innit? Like I've only seen him play 2 or 3 times.
Bro, he doesn't.
But he's already better than Mason Mount for me, bro. And I put this up on my Insta.
That's a big shout.
It is a big shout, but the pole
because
was
he's so fresh.
But it's
when
because
you
I see
him play,
a bigger ceiling in him.
Bro,
that's what it is.
He's fearless. That's why I said, how old is he?
He's still got that. He still got that. Looks like him.
He's
got
plays
that.
Like him. Allow it.
He does, bro.
He does. No, he's better than Kleb. Kleb had a shock move to Barca.
Haleb's a baller, bro.
Shot move to Barca, I didn't work out.
No, he's a baller.
He wasn't a real baller.
Don't sleep on Alexander.
He's a baller for Arsenal. He's not a real baller.
You're hating, bro.
He wasn't a real baller, bro.
No, Haleb was proper.
No, he was decent.
Proper. Haleb was better than Smith Rowe now.
Smith Rowe's a kid, bro. But I'm saying he looks fearless. Like the way he's
Who would you compare him to?
He's a baller. Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
I've seen him play about 4 times off the bench. I couldn't tell you. But I just know a baller when I see a baller. That's what I said.
I think he's going to be better than Mount. A lot of people got at me for that. But yeah.
Yeah, Mount is...
I think
Mount... You've got to blame Lampard for all this Mount gas, innit? Because...
Bro, like the fact
he
that...
held him as the best player in the fucking...
The way
best
that
future player in the world.
The way Chelsea hold Mount at the club is the way we should hold Callum Hudson-Odoi. Because for me, Callum Hudson-Odoi has got way more potential than Mount. And he will be a better player than Mount.
He still came on and bagged against us. Perfect defence and he bagged.
Bro, he's a... Like, I can't believe that he's not starting week in, week out. Especially where players are playing...
But hold on. Have you not been saying that for about a year now?
I have.
Or longer.
But at the same time...
What is it about Callum that they're not seeing?
Well, remember...
Didn't you say this a few years ago about Ruben as well? Is this not the same kind of...
And it's funny because they got similar stories.
He's better than Ruben.
They got similar... Yeah, he is. He's got more potential.
Ruben's a better dribbler, but he's better than Ruben.
Ruben's not... Don't do that.
Ruben's not... Ruben was a better dribbler in his day.
No.
That was his only thing.
He wasn't a dribbler.
Bro, he could just drop the shoulder...
He might drop a one man.
He was strong and he was fast. He was quick.
He might drop a one man, but he wasn't like a dribbler. He was more like a power runner. He was like a power runner.
He was like a Dembele. He could put, but more attacking, more attacking Dembele. You know I'm talking about in the Belgian Dembele. Like he could drop the shoulder and weave between 2-3 man.
Dembele's one of the best players that the Prem's seen, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not saying he's as good as Dembele. I'm saying the way that he could drop the shoulder, he could weave past 2-3 man.
He was supposed to be like that, yeah. But
he done that, man.
No,
end product was probably dead. He probably stuffed it wide.
Moments.
Yeah, he could twist a man up, bro.
He never had like a consistent.
But Callum's a better player than him. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, Callum's definitely a better player.
You don't remember that 2 weeks when Ruben was England's best player. They were like, bring him on. Bring him on. He came on and dropped the shoulder and that.
Ruben.
You know what I mean?
There was a period where he was in form.
Man was saying,
but like